God's here for the people. The best show that's here, so listen in. Let the knowledge begin. The opinion and the lesson. Yes, everyday pro wrestling, they can never be you.
Folks, welcome to Everything Pro Wrestling. Everything Pro Wrestling is a show by the fans, for the fans. I'm your host, Conrad Cushman, being joined tonight by the man in black. It's the 5-year anniversary and all that. The man, the one, the only, the man we call Derek.
Yo.
We're here to provide the AEW Dynamite 5-year anniversary. Made a bold prediction last week. I said, this is feeling like the time, Derek. Feeling like the time. Make that announcement, bruv. Make that announcement.
It's on their side.
Yes,
it is.
You sound more like Lady Eats the Apple.
Takes a bite.
Takes another bite.
And another bite.
Yo. It looks like we got the AEW deal to talk about. Normally, we start off with us talking, then we get to the intro, but we're going to flip things around, maybe permanently. We'll see. We'll get into the shout-outs for the chat here, and we're going to probably try to fly through this show a little bit. We'll talk as much as you guys want to, is the best way I'll put it. Quill says, what up, Conrad, Derek, chat? Your boy, Sir Quills, is here to enjoy the review of the 5-year anniversary of Dynamite. Brother Derek, brother Conrad, let's get into it. EPW, Trash Dookie, Doodoo Butter.
Trash Dookie.
Yeah, it's there. B-Boy Skyline said, ain't no stopping me now. More on that momentarily. BJ says, happy 5 years of Dynamite, and with a new deal coming soon to Max and simulcast. Not bad for a t-shirt company. Remember those things? Days, Derek? It's just a t-shirt company till they put on a match. Now maybe we can spend the past these rating conversations. Now, people are still going to bring it up in a year or two when it's, oh, it's March. You guys only got 505 viewers for the night. Weak. Like it's never going to stop, bro.
It never will. But I enjoy it because we can have this banter back and forth.
Right. BJ said he's going to check us out, and he said, I'm glad we've been on this journey together. BJ, I appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much for that. Matt Lopez says, hello, everyone. Good evening. Hope you had a good day. Hope you did too, Matt.
Yes, sir.
Pro Wrestler Shoot. If someone was going to Wrestle Dream next weekend, I'd have to say this is probably the worst booked pay-per-view in AEW history. You are welcome to your opinion. I mean, it's not the best booked, but I don't think you're going to get a bad show either when you go there.
I don't think so.
But we'll see. We'll see what happens with it. Someone making Mox do this. Yes, we'll get into that. Apparently, there is a bigger boss, whoever that is. Matt says he agrees with Jesse. The booking has not been the best, but it looks like you're getting a banger of matches for it, though. I'm excited for Danielson Mox, but that's probably it. I'm sure Shane McMahon is showing up, and I hope to God Lashley isn't the one answering Darby's challenge. Big Bob? What's wrong with Big Bob? It's Miro. He comes out. Let me see here. PWS, ask yourself, though, how often does AEW drop the ball when it comes to pay-per-view? I'd say you got a great shot for a fantastic show. Yeah. And Jesse saying they dropped the ball All Out 23. I don't think All Out 23 is a ball drop. I think it's an overrated show.
Yeah.
Overrated show for sure. Deanna in the house. What's up, Deanna? Appreciate you. She's just in here commenting, and it looks like they're having a conversation. Hubs in the house. Clash of the Podcast co-host every single Monday at 6:05 Eastern Standard Time. And tomorrow we will be on Hubbard Wrestling Weekly around 9 o'clock. But we're getting Title Tuesday kicked off a little early, but we're going to be over there. We're going to be talking Rage in the Cage, best cage matches. So make sure 9 o'clock, you got it locked in with us over on Hubbard Wrestling Weekly. You don't know where the channel is by his name, but also putting it in the chat right now. Make sure you check it out. Yes. And 805, bro. 805. I could have swore I saw 9 before. I'll have to talk to you. Okay. 805 it is. Be there. Be square. Yeah, don't do that, dude. Don't do that.
Don't do that, Skip.
Like I said, lock in on Hub's channel. Make sure you hit the notifications button. You'll know when we go live the moment we do. Come on over and talk some cage matches with us. Let's get into this, shall we? Tony Khan had a big announcement today. He has purchased every existing VHS and laser disc of Time Cop. I saw this and I had to put this up. If you've ever been to a live show, he always goes, Time Cop's one of my favorite movies. No. Today's about AEW getting that deal that they've been wanting. No numbers announced in their deal, but we got a lot of news that is going on happening with this. I'm happy for AEW. As someone who's been a fan of theirs since the beginning, and I felt pro wrestling needed this.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. This was a great opportunity for them. And I think it's a great opportunity for everybody else to get Max and get the shows, the pay-per-views. Why not?
Why not, right? So there's a lot to this, and we're gonna get into it. They offer a lot of different things here. As you can see, there's a lot getting into the demos, the money, everything else, right? And we're gonna talk about that momentarily here. But I want to hear what you guys think of the deal as well. It's gonna be good, man. Let's get into some of the other minute details here with this. Confirmed also, we found out that the AEW library is going to be available on Max. I believe it came from Kathleen Finch to the Hollywood Reporter. Shout out to Wrestle Talk for this screenshot as well. We're getting the library over there. I'm not reading all of these quotes because we'll be here all day reading these. Sounds pretty good. Not bad at all. TV deal, I saw people saying it might be worth around 150 mil, whatever you want to say. Right. I'm going to pull up what we posted earlier on the channel here or excuse me, not the channel, on the Facebook page of Everything Pro Wrestling. If you haven't, make sure you guys go give that a like as well. I'm going to put that in here. No, you didn't miss the announcement on the show, E. They did not announce it. I think this is more of a let's promote using Variety, Wall Street Journal. They wanted to hype this up as a big deal. Right. And you don't want to make it sound like it's a pro wrestling angle. No, this is big time money. And this is why if they ever wanted to like take the company public, you want it to sound serious. And this is why you should invest in us and check this out. This isn't some game we're playing right now. Right.
This is us stepping it up and getting the biggest deal that we can grab.
Yeah, and that's what at the end of the day, that's what it usually is about, is the bread. Here we go. So this is from Variety. They said that the deal is probably valued at over 150 million per year. I have an update on that too. They don't really have the financial terms disclosed for the deal, but Dynamite and Collision will remain on TNT and TBS going forward. Doesn't sound like the time frames are going to change, so I assume Dynamite will still be Wednesday. Sounds like I wanted Collision to move off of Saturdays, but right. It's a top performer on Saturdays. If you read through what it says, it's always in the top 5, so can't really be too mad on average.
Yeah, can't argue with that.
But they were honored to announce everything, and the deal also includes AEW pay-per-views, which will stream on Max at a discounted price per event. Source Variety. Now, I know we can get deeper into this, Derek, but I want to say something.
Shoot.
There's 2 sides to your boy Conrad when it comes to pro wrestling. Fan Conrad says, you give us all these cool things. Let's go back to the network era real quick. WWE. I loved it. You know why? Because fan me, I got to watch all the shows. I paid my $9.99. Boom. I got my shows. I loved it. Business Conrad, though, if I was sitting in the room talking business with these folks, I'd be like, y'all know people pay like $70 every year for WrestleMania, right? You don't have to give them that.
Right.
Business me talking. In this deal with AEW, I wonder if that's what they were thinking. Like, well, we need money. We can split it with them and blah, blah, blah. Because right. WBD's hurting for cash.
Yes.
They can't release a Batman movie every year, so they need to get some cash flow.
Right.
I am excited about some of the projects they have coming up, but how long is it going to take them to recoup the cash that they need? Like they're in the process of just cutting things, like slashing prices. Like I don't know what else they need to do.
Yeah, that's a tough one. They are in a rough spot, and they do need to figure something out. So maybe this is the best opportunity that they can get that will help them figure everything out that they need figured out.
Yeah, and I think this buys them some time to get the cash together, and then if AEW flips things and they get hot again, well, who knows what they're going to ask for next time.
Right.
Deal's rumored to be for, was it 3 years with an option, I believe?
I think it was 3 with an option.
So, okay, cool.
Why not? Take it.
I'm going to get into something new that we found, but let's go into some of the other things that are on here as well. Excuse me. Wrestling Observer Live. Our friends over at Covalent TV reported this earlier from Wrestling Observer. AEW and Fox are talking about a wrestling show that would air either Tuesday or Thursday. That's probably the AEW Shockwave show. This is not an official logo for it. I'm sure this is someone's AI art by looking at it.
Right.
But Rampage sounds like it is kaput, done. Someone hit the Undertaker music. Like I think it's over.
Yeah. I mean, it had a good run. But if it's past its time, it's past its time.
I think they meant well.
Well.
Come on, Derek. Have some fun. Have some fun for one night. Yo, what's good? Delayed Grats. John G, the king of R&B in the chat. What's good, man? Appreciate y'all. E, I didn't feel like I gave you a formal enough announcement. What's up, E? E also does some streaming, and we're going to get some talk in here for him as well. Going back into this deal, like I said, I want to hear what you guys think of the deal, too. We're going to read off some stuff here. Here's something new, though, from WrestleVotes, Derek. According to a source close to the situation, AEW's new deal with Warner Brothers Discovery is actually closer to $185 million per year, and not the previously reported $150 million. WrestleVotes is usually right. They're on point. I think I can only think of 1 or 2 times maybe they've been wrong. They know something.
Hey, if that's the case, by all means, let's get it. But we'll see what happens. We all gotta be patient,
right? Big shout out to Hub saying, blessings, gentlemen, best AEW review in the world. I appreciate that, family. Thank you. Let's see here. Hub says, as much as I can't stand WWE sometimes, they remain the best as it relates to PPV PLE value. AEW sadly will be charging extra for pay-per-views. I'm not happy about that, but I understand. It's also not their full-blown choice. If you're paying to have it on Max, I mean, okay. Like I said, dude, AEW was probably sitting up here like, you're not about to play us out of this money. Like, then you're giving us a piece of the portions. Then if you're going to charge people for this, because Peacock could probably do whatever they want with the WWE content. They could be like, oh, give us another $5 a month for WWE pay-per-views. Right. They don't do that. Probably because they know this isn't wise, and Peacock's not that. It wasn't like a hot streaming app. Really.
Yeah, it was like,
I like it. Like, I don't hate it. Like, I watch SVU, so that it has qualities to me. Like, I feel like HBO Max was the top one for a while, and now it's not. Now I feel like Netflix is going back up to the top.
Netflix is going back up, just solely off of what they're doing, just for the shows and the movies.
What's your favorite app to use, honestly? Like, give me your top 3 apps that you're like, yeah, I mess with these when it comes to watching TV.
Let's see. I'm gonna go Max, Hulu, and Hulu. That's a tough one. Max, Hulu.
Legal ones he has to think of, folks.
Probably Peacock, because I don't watch. Well, no, I'll say Netflix because I got codes to get things, so
I'll have to talk to you after the show. bring the company credit card. Let's see here. Excalibur said something. Yeah, he did. I saw from Andrew. It's about 180 million. I'm assuming that's Zarian. Shout out to Andrew Zarian and Rich over at Mad Men as well. Right. Like I said, Delayed Grats is in the house. What's good? I'm annoyed by your point of view, Conrad, but I agree. Laugh out loud. How you gonna be annoyed when I make a good point? I'm tired of this, and I'm coming for my victory lap tonight too. I told y'all a deal was coming, and I called it for today. Want my respect.
Right.
But he says, sad part is Conrad and Derek, as I don't like to compliment WWE, still undisputed pay-per-view PLE champions WWE. It's sad but true. From a fan perspective, you're right. But business-wise, Big Daddy Kush ain't playing it, man. I think that's whack. Yeah. Like, if I'm a shareholder, I'd be like, yo, you have value in WrestleMania. And in all honesty, here's something I want AEW and WWE to think about. I'm giving wisdom right now on this joint, bro. Sell the pay-per-views, especially the big ones, to networks.
Oh, yeah. Absolutely.
Make Fox pay for it. You know what? You want a big show to come on tonight? There's no football this month? Yo, put on WrestleMania.
Right.
Don't do it after you've aired WrestleMania. I know they've sold them like that before. Say you want WrestleMania on, let's say ESPN wants it. ESPN gets WrestleMania for 200, I don't know, million. Maybe you pay 500 million.
Right.
You get to air it. It'll be on live TV instead of streaming. You pay for the rights for it.
Right, exactly.
And I think they would make money.
That's more money in your pocket.
Yeah.
Come on.
Right. Delay Grant said moment of silence for the haters. The AEW library will be on Max. Max got all my money. Watch that Max price increase. Could be. Question, Conrad and Derek. Again, it bothers me to say this, so bear with me. All right, come on, Hubs. Bring it on, Hubs. Max got Batman DC. I told Derek tonight they finally mentioned DC some more. Like, get that going. Like, the partnership, it's going to be strong.
Move forward with that. Let's go.
Hubs, here he comes. WWE is number one. If number one gives their pay-per-views away for free as part of a sub, how can any other organization offer anything less without looking like they are less in value? Again, I'm only talking money. But WWE can burn money, is what I'm saying at this point. If you're AEW, okay, you didn't get all those deals that you wanted, but they're trying to recoup the money on the back end.
Right.
So you're going to have to let it rock. Like, you have to do that. Hulu lukewarm. Disney Plus is good, but they're cracking down on the couch sharing. Lame. Yeah, I agree. Not a fan of it. I like your Fox Mania idea, but would it be talking commercial free? If it's not commercial free, that's lessens PPV value as it relates to viewership. That's my strong business take. But you have to have the commercials in there to make the money. Right. Because that's what pays the bills. I tell Derek this every week. That's what pays the bills. Or have a sponsorship, something of value with it. That's how I see. Like, you could do it, though.
You could, unfortunately.
I'm just telling you the ways that I think that this will eventually lean. But like I said, y'all could drop off your takes on the business deal. I'm happy. I wish that Fan Conrad wishes the pay-per-views were all on there for free.
Right.
Business Conrad, I understand what you're doing. I get it. You have to take the deal that you were given. Right. And listen, let's not act like WBD ain't in trouble, y'all. Right. Paramount's in trouble too. I'm just letting y'all know. So you got to watch it. I also watch Crunchyroll because I love anime. There you go.
Oh, yeah. Crunchyroll, too.
Yeah. Lessons. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. All right. Let's get into some more of the news. Penta is back talking again. We found out that him and Rey Fenix are going to be having time added to their contracts on the AEW side of things. Tell Conan to shut his mouth probably would have helped. He goes about the rumors of WWE. Everyone defends their interests. Tony is defending his interests. We are defending ours. I'm going to tell you what my situation is at the present. I'm still under contract with AEW. That is my present. The future, I have not been started to think about what is going to happen because I prefer the here, and my here is now AEW. What a swell guy. What a swell guy.
Right.
He's talking that business. Good for him. Good for him. Did I miss one of these? Oh, yes. By the way, guys, if you look on social media, AEW on Max is a locked account. Pretty sure that was happening. And then so is also AEW on Max on IG.
Right.
Just saying. Yeah, so that's where we stand with things as far as the TV deal. Penta, how do you feel, Derek, about the contract thing? I kind of feel for them, like that they don't want to be there, but they're stuck there. But also, Tony paid you to do a job for X amount of years, and if he's allowed to make you come back and do it,
you might as well just do it.
Yeah,
call it a day. I mean, I get it. You want to.
You're also not going to let people just waltz over into WWE and be like, "Yay, we're hurting you."
Right, yeah. I get it. I totally get it. But at some point,
I think Tony would have been cool if they weren't running. If people weren't running their lips.
Yeah,
I think Tony would have been cool about it.
I think so too. But it is what it is, I guess.
Just leaving it at that?
Yeah.
Okay. My guy Derek, talk to Conrad for me. What is this? Sean, what do you mean? If WrestleMania is on free TV with commercials, that makes in Saturday night's main event, not being dismissive of your point, but you can't have commercial on free special shows. You have to.
You have to.
You're not, because then what are you selling, Sean? Why? Okay, you have this great show. I'm here watching it. What did you get out of the deal? Just pretend you're Fox then, or you're the other company. What did you get out of the deal?
Yeah.
You have to sell the ad, so then they'll pay you the money. Like, I have 5 million people watching. That's how the NFL works. Right. Every time the ball stops, here, roll them commercials right now. Roll them. Right. They want those things rolling because that's ad revenue.
Yeah, we got a 30-second timeout. Let's roll it out. Come on.
Tokyo was good. Tigers won again. We see. We were just talking about them. Conan, blame Carlos. I agree. At least not in the current landscape. Saturday night's main event coming back is awesome, but that's not a pay-per-view. I see what you're saying, Conrad, but what you're talking about is the reason there are no longer more major boxing events on network TV. Need the bread, Sean. That's all I'm saying. If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. That's how these people are going to think every time. So they got to make sure they are winning.
At all cost.
This is true. Also tonight, we found out Taz was attacked in the parking lot. Nigel McGuinness is en route to take over calling tonight's episode. Taz was attacked. Who did it? We don't know. This is a whodunit.
Who done it? Let's call the Scooby-Doo crew to figure it out.
Scooby-Doo.
Where are you? We got some work to do now.
What was the noise that someone would always make for Scooby-Doo? Inappropriate.
Right.
Bugging, bro. Bugging. Let me see here. Sean, you're not hearing me, bros. I know commercials would have to be. I'm saying it shouldn't be on network TV for that reason. Pay-per-view should be commercial free and paid for. Yeah, but is $10 really the price of WrestleMania, or $11? You used to get $70 for this, bro. You know what I'm saying, Sean? Like, I'm saying you have the idea of business is to maximize the dollar amount that can come in. Now you got to be offensive without being too offensive.
Right.
Like, okay, I'll buy that.
It's got to be one of those moments where it's like
if you were charging $70 for WrestleMania 34, like, nah, you ain't getting me, son. But if you put on a good card, yeah, I could get into that, sure.
Right. It's one of those, I just, someone let one slip, and it's just like, you kind of just got to accept that right now.
Right? T Ferg said, what up, fellas? TK should release the Lucha Bros as a good gesture. I thought he said he wouldn't be like Vince and hold people who didn't want to be there. That's true, T Ferg, but also, I'm going to tell you this. You cannot play in my face as a businessman and tell me I had a really bad thing, but I don't think I can say it on the air. About reigning in business. You will not tell people AEW's whack. What goes around comes around. Conan said that, right? You don't play with people. Like, you don't do that to people.
No.
And he was basically like, Tony ain't gonna do nothing. We got him. And if you were being the go-between, Conan, Tony got you now. If I'm Tony, I'm taking Vikingo from AAA. I'm not even joking.
Yeah,
I'm like, yo, okay, let's see who plays now. Why? I don't know why Conan's making an enemy. He's not AAA NXT. I don't know what you're doing, bro, but you might play yourself. Don't do that. But that's on him, bro.
Well, I mean, Conan's got to find something to stay relevant. Didn't really have a relevant career, but
and I'm not trying to like even diss Conan's career. I'm just saying that terrible. I'm just saying that Conan's like, yeah, thank you, Rob. Rob said it in the chat, so I don't have to say it. I'll put it on the screen, but I'm not going to repeat it. But you can't do that, bro. Like you can't sit up here and talk crap about Tony every week and say, yeah, he's going to get his. What goes around comes around. Why are you talking about it? Just do it if you were going to do that.
Right, exactly.
You should have said something after they left.
Be about what you're going to say, okay?
Yeah. Let me see here. WWE needs to sell those ads to get that money to play 1-800 Collective Stridex. See, you know. Okay, compromise. WrestleMania $70 every other pay-per-views for free. Sean, that's what I thought they were going to do with the network originally, and I would have been game. But they did it. Maybe that's not for everybody, but if you can get more money packaging WrestleMania in, then why not? It was a good deal. Tony Khan, too nice. Yeah, that's for all those people who told him he was a soft boss. Remember that?
Yes.
Tony's not being a real boss. And then when he holds someone back, oh, he's being mean now. Like, what do you want, bro? What do you want? You can't have it both ways.
Right. Where's the happy medium that you guys are expecting, I guess?
Right?
Because there is none right now.
Hassan says, hi there, guys. Today's my dad's birthday celebration. Happy birthday to your father.
Happy birthday.
Appreciate you. Tony can't keep getting hold out there and stand on business. Rob ain't playing. TK should sign Vikingo and say, kiss my ass. I want hologram versus Vikingo. Mike from The Rock in the house. What's good, Mike? As someone who wants AEW to succeed, I guess I'm okay with paying extra after Max. I hope it's reasonable, $19.99 or something like that. I hope it's less than that, Sean. I really think it should be because you're already paying for the subscription service to Max. So
right. And I think a subscription with, if I remember correctly, without a subscription, I think it's like $19.99 anyway.
Matt brings up a good point right here too. Could have been worse. Could have done the UFC ESPN model where they're doing pay-per-views and you got to pay for the shows on that channel.
Yeah, that's not fair at all.
They're hot. People keep paying for it. Must be working.
I guess, but that's crazy to be doing all that.
UFC also follows this model. So this is something for you TKO WWE fans out there as well. If you kill the model, like WWE kind of killed their pay-per-view model, you can't go back to it.
Right.
All right. So that's another thing that they have thought of this entire time. If we get time at the end, I'll try to get into some Fight Forever news. I did have that on the docket. I think I had to move it because of things. But Fight Forever is rumored to be, and this is according to Insider Gaming, Mike Straw and the homies, they're out there looking like everything's on the table. Maybe it's Ukes. Maybe they go back to, maybe I heard a rumor that there's a competitor for 2K that they're trying to talk to of higher level. Maybe it's EA. I don't know.
Ooh.
There's not a lot of people who make video games, so I don't know. But I know, bro. I know. I'm not an EA fan either, but you got to do what you got to do to get your game out. Do you trust Ukes again? I don't think so.
I don't think you do. Let's just call Konami, bro. Call it a day.
They might. Someone said call Capcom. Sega's been working over there too. They've got some games out.
You have so many opportunities to spread this out and then.
But who knows how to make a wrestling game though? Like that requires a special brain. Sports is special, like in the video game world.
You know what? I will say like a good company could make a game, and that company might just be out of EA.
We'll see. I'm not the biggest EA fan, but right now,
neither am I.
Listen, here's the thing. I know people will always come in here. Connor's an AEW homer. He always defends AEW. I do it for a specific reason. I never again want WWE to be the only game in town. Right. Like no more just WWE games. I've suffered for 2 decades, I'd say, worth of just dealing with this is all we got, bro.
Right. This
is it. If you like wrestling, this is what you're watching. If you like that, this is what you got to do. Then you're trying to get in the Ring of Honor. You're trying to get in New Japan, and right. It's difficult. So They need competition because it makes them better. Look at now.
Right.
Now they're doing gangbuster business. Everybody loves it. Cool. Just do the right thing. That's all that I can ask of thee.
Keep it simple, stupid.
Kiss model. I like it. All right, let's get into this anniversary show for Dynamite. We mentioned Taz. We're going to get into that again later because there's a promo about it. John Moxley and the BCC are cutting a promo backstage. I assume that's what we're still calling this group.
Yeah.
Claudio says that he and Mox are the same guys they always were. Moxley says that he will give Bryan Danielson a Warrior's death in his his home state of Washington at Wrestle Dream, saying, "I'm sending Daddy home for good." How dare you? After that, we get Don Callis trying to talk to Will Ospreay about last week, but he says he has a match tonight, and Don Callis says him and Kyle have a flight to go catch, so they're out of here. And Takeshita gives the death stare to Ospreay. What do we open up with? Will Ospreay versus Ricochet for the International Championship.
I'm not in the mood for all that flippity.
This is the match that pissed Vader off. I hope people remember this. Vader got mad, and then he eventually worked a match with Will Ospreay. One of the last matches I remember Vader having that was like promoted on social media back in the day. R.I.P. to Vader. But They had a matchup where they were doing all these flips in New Japan. It's a classic if you've never seen it. Now, this match was fire. And it wasn't even their best work. They were probably going, I don't know, Derek, what do you want to say? Out of a 10, I would say they went like a 4 or 5 only. They didn't even get stupid with it. They could have.
Yeah, it could have gotten way, way out of hand. In a good way, but way out of hand. And I don't know if
they just went in, crushed it. You got a moment in the match where there was a double pen. They did the Bret Hart Roddy Piper, as I like to call it. Ospreay's shoulders were down, but his arm was draped over Ricochet. Ricochet draped his arm over him, but both of his shoulders were down. Right. So technically it was a double pen. Some of the fans like 5 more minutes. We get the word from the back. This match will continue. Right. They go hard for like 2 minutes, and all of a sudden here comes Takeshita. He's out there to ruin this matchup that we all waited for with Ricochet, Will Ospreay. Takeshita beats him up and ends up holding up the championship. I like it. I feel like we might get a triple threat match, or it could be a tag. Nothing's really known yet. Is it going to be Takeshita and Kyle Fletcher versus these two? Could it be a triple threat? Triple threat might go hard.
You know what? I would like to say that it should be what everybody's expecting. I don't want to say we're owed that, but I want to say we're owed that.
Yeah. Interesting point with Takeshita. I think they've done a good job at building him up. It looks like he's in line for getting a bigger push. I'm not saying like world title, but I think you could give him some stuff. I've been calling for this for like 2 years now.
Yeah. I definitely feel like he deserves a shot at a title. And what are we waiting for? Like, realistically, what are we waiting for? Because why not give him a title shot?
Right?
Just call it a day.
I see people are saying they remember the Vader thing. Vader already got the review put up. That old tweet. Yeah. Hey, AEW haters, can we talk about attendance tonight? Great crowd turnout. I'm leaving it alone. I hope the people have fun. I know Ray Thompson was in the house. Fightful is reporting Kenosuke Takeshita is getting a big push to maybe international title. Will moves into the world title picture. Absolutely. T-Ferg says, good match. I knew Takeshita was going to interfere as soon as I see Callis on the screen. I know something's up. Never trust Don Callis. Mercedes Moné shows highlights of her. Then backstage, MVP showed up and handed her a card. Mm-hmm. He was like, I like big business. We should talk.
Right.
MVP could put together a great faction. The managers in AEW could be on point. Yo, stop sleeping on Smart Mark Sterling. You got Stokely Hathaway.
Yes.
MVP.
Yes.
You got a lot of good people. Bring them in. I like it.
Yeah.
I like it.
Why not?
Build a faction and do something with it.
Right.
After that, we get Hangman backstage. He beats up Austin and Colton Gunn. After that, we get the learning tree segment. I am the learning tree. They come out. Jeez Louise. Yeah. Jericho starts talking his mess. And we find out there's an announcement. Orange Cassidy and Kyle O'Reilly versus Big Bill and Brian Keith will be on Rampage with Jericho on commentary. Yay. Out comes the conglomeration while Jericho's talking. Mark Briscoe tells them to back off. Jericho tells his team to back off. And they have a word. And Jericho basically insinuates, you know, Mark, you're not as good as your brother Jay. You're not as good. You're not good enough to beat me.
Oh, man.
Your boy Mark gave him a nice... Give him the uppercut, the cane, Derek called it.
Oh, yeah, he gave him
that. Sounds like they're going to have the match, though, at the show. And we talked about the television deal, Derek. We did not talk what happens to Ring of Honor. Is Ring of Honor the other show for Fox? Like, is that going to be Shockwave?
Or is it the simple fact that you might just leave it alone and let it be what it's going to be on its own? And then, you know, put a lot of core focus on the new show.
Yeah, I just makes me wonder, like, do you do that? Is that the new show, and do you have their own championships over there? Then it's like Fox kind of has their own little show.
Right, yeah.
And I shouldn't say little like that, but, you know, it's not going to have all of the featured stars all the time, but
right, yeah.
You're going to have to dedicate storylines over there and really think about what you're doing. You can't do any more ho-hum, this is on Honor Club, and treat it like Dark.
Right, yeah. You're going to be way past that right now.
Yeah. Speaking of making money, Sean says, does anyone still feel good about Ospreay versus Ricochet? They gave it away for free tonight. I'm asking for a friend. I think that we're still going to get it in the future again. I feel like this isn't a one and done. It's going to pop up when the time is right.
You'll get, let's see. I want to say you will get about maybe not. I don't know.
I still think it could happen at a future pay-per-view. Like, give it some time. Maybe at like Double or Nothing, you could see that again.
Yeah.
Maybe they team up and win the tag titles. I don't know. But there's room for this story to keep growing. I don't think it's a one and done.
No, you continue this at least, I'd say at least like 3 to 4 more times.
Yeah.
Before you part ways with it.
I think if you spread it out enough, you don't have to worry about it. You just can't do that best of like 7 match series, like I said, with the Elite and Death Triangle. I think that kind of ruined it. Like, you couldn't do that match anymore.
It did. It took a lot out of. Yeah, it took a lot of air out of the or not a lot of air, a lot of wind out of the sails, because it was used so much that the definitive appreciation for it started to decrease.
Yeah, Will versus Ricochet could pop up in the C2. Good point, Matt. They could both end up in there. Easy E says it was a draw. Yeah, well, they both got beat up by Takeshita, right? I think that was a technical finish for it. So yeah, Briscoe and Jericho happen at Wrestle Dream. Darby Allin, Derek, issues an open challenge in the pink jacket, by the way. Right. And I thought that was one of Darby's. You know what? I'll say this. I think it was Darby's best promo. In AEW. It kept me invested. I was locked in. And I was like, yo, I'm watching him. And he's right. The pink jacket. He said he saw so many people wearing like black jackets and stuff on the show that he was like, I'm going to wear something different. I'm going to wear pink so I stand out more.
I respect that.
Derek was the one asking. Had to let him know. Juice Robinson, Hangman Page. This was just kind of a brawl.
Yeah, it was.
Table set up. People getting strapped with a strap. And, yeah, Juice did a tremendous cannonball outside the ring. Bro, he went through the barricade. It looked great. I hope that was a planned spot, because if it wasn't, brutal.
Yeah, that I want to say that it was a planned spot. But like you said, if it wasn't, it's bad business for some of the people who were involved in that.
Yeah, Hangman got crushed. I'm not going to front. Hangman did hit a nice fall-away slam into the corner, shades of Scott Hall. Low blow when he grabbed Aubrey with the leg, and then he hits the buckshot lariat for the win. I don't think anyone was expecting Hangman to lose here.
No, like Juice is an amazing talent to me. Very funny. But just for that simple fact, you're not going to get the pass to say to go. You know what I mean?
Can't. So after Hangman gets the win, we hear the blade hit, and it's Switchblade Jay White after he continues the abuse. But Jay White came back out. I ain't got a front. Derek said he was looking a little little cut.
Yes. Like I don't know, man. It was maybe it was the angle of the camera, I guess. I don't know, but it looked like he was like not to say that he wasn't physically fit, but he's like physically fit right now.
He made sure you noticed tonight.
Right. Like tonight was the night where he showcased himself as a bad ass.
Yeah. Matt Lopez said he was looking swole.
Yeah, he was though. That's the crazy thing about it. He was definitely looking swole.
He put Hangman through a table that was set up on the outside from earlier. It looks like Hangman and Switchblade at Wrestle Dream. I'll take that. That's a W.
It is a W.
Yo, Viral Money in the house. What up, D Money? Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much. Yeah, so that was the setup. I don't think that's a bad match. That's another good match on the card, in my opinion.
No, you don't. I wish people would just stop overthinking what the situation is.
Jack Perry comes in. He rolls up in his scapegoat bus. I do not like this. I feel like if he's in the Elite, bro, he should be rolling up in like an Escalade or something.
He should be. Unless if he's gonna be the redheaded stepchild, no pun intended.
Yeah, I don't know what they're doing with this. Get him up in there. Get him up on out of here. He ends up getting into a brawl with Shibata, who challenged him for the TNT Championship.
Right.
Bryan Danielson cuts a nice promo. I can't repeat the words because they were censored even on television.
Right.
But he basically wants to end Jon Moxley for what he has done to him. We get into the next match. It was the hometown match. It was Dr. Britt Baker, DMD versus Serena Deeb. This was a solid matchup here. Mariah May was shown sitting in the crowd a lot. I thought that it was going to lead to something with this, but it looks like she still has her beef with Willow. More on that in a second.
Right.
It was announced next week. Title Tuesday will be the Dynamite show, so we'll probably record the Dynamite review on Tuesday. I'm trying to see if Derek can do it at least from.
Let's see what time.
9. So I'm guessing it'll end at 11.
At 11. Okay. Kamara usually has lessons from 9 to 10, so I'll have to like plug in while I'm doing the lesson.
Yeah, you'll just miss the first part of it, maybe.
Yeah, probably.
Sorry, you can come rock on the stream still. Yeah. You're good to go. Britt Baker gets the win here. I was going to get into the air raid crash and stuff. She won with the lockjaw. After the match, Serena attacks her. Queen Aminata comes out to make the save, and let me say, Queen Aminata. Hello. Hello.
Where's Val Venus? If you need
no, we ain't talking about him.
Oh.
He been bugging.
Oh, okay.
You don't want to know. See, this is why you don't go on Twitter.
Yeah.
Derek gets to pass this one because he don't go on Twitter. Val Venus be bugging, bro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you more afterwards. Yeah. So Queen Aminata makes the save. I thought maybe we'll get a tag match. Maybe that's setting up for something for Rampage Collision.
Yeah.
Hangman versus Switchblade left money on the table in New Japan. I forgot they never did that match. Yeah, they probably should have, especially over there. She gets the win. We get Hook showing what his match with Samoa Joe. They were showing a lot of highlights from what's happened on Dynamite.
Right.
No, Mr. Punk. Interesting.
Right.
Conspicuous. So
as
after
they say in the sometimes like, curiouser and curiouser.
Yeah, just what are we doing here? They have so they show the Joe Hook match. Then they show they mentioned Taz being attacked, like we mentioned earlier. Hook says he's going to find out who did this, and he's coming for them.
Right.
So they wanted to remind everyone of the storyline to make sure they knew.
Right.
Christian Cage cuts a promo. He reminds everyone, I got the world title. I got my group with me. Prayers up for Luchasaurus. We found out he had like double pneumonia. So even if you're the biggest like Luchasaurus hater, send some prayers that man's way because that's never good. Yes. They found him like in his office, like down and out. So I'm glad that he got help. I hope he's recovering. Get well, Luchasaurus.
Yeah. So the things we might say about people, those are just like,
Yo, I'm not saying anything.
I respect you guys enough in this world.
There you go. I respect your performances. Sometimes we just offer how to make it better.
Until those performances kind of.
Yo, chill. Gotta be kind-hearted here. This is where we get the Mariah May backstage interview. She talks about Willow. Willow's getting a title shot. I get this doesn't really make sense.
No,
Statlander.
It doesn't.
You got to mix Statlander in this, I feel. Statlander beat Willow.
Yes.
Willow's getting the title shot, but I get it. You don't want heel versus heel, but
right, yeah. But
how many triple threats are you going to do?
Right. But a heel versus heel is not always bad. Always bad.
It doesn't have to be, but
no. So that's why I'm saying, like, if you just let them. How do I want?
But the problem is you can't have two triple threats on the same card.
True, you can't.
Unless you put Baker in there and then it's a 4-way, or you do like a 6-pack challenge for the women's championship. There's things that you could try to do. I don't know. We haven't done. I think Tony tries to avoid those usually, but you could probably get away with it once.
Well, okay. So this would include.
I would say Britt, Willow Nightingale,
right,
Mariah May,
right,
Queen Aminata,
right.
Like everyone involved in this.
Okay.
I think there's there, and you can even add Deeb if you need another person. Bada bing, bada boom.
I would say you add Deeb just for not personal reasons, but like she
to keep the match together.
Yes, she's the ring general that you need in the match to keep it together.
I thought you were referring to the world heavyweight champion on Monday nights. Dun 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 dun. Ring general. Yeah, no, she would be fantastic in there. Like, keep things together, and then make sure the ring work is tight. Right. Don't mess up. We got to keep it going. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think that would be dope if they could get into that.
I think they can. The choice is, or well, not the choice, but the question is, will you entertain it?
Right. So Matt added Mariah, Willow, Britt, Queen Aminata, Serena, and Mina. Because Mina has been over there teaming up with Toni Storm. Toni Storm's in Stardom right now, and I like that. You know why, Derek? I'm gonna tell you a story because that's where she's from. She went back to her roots. If Mariah May stole her championship, her personality, who she is, right. I'm gonna go back to my roots to figure out what went wrong.
Right.
Makes sense. Just putting it out there.
Yes.
Iron Savages with Private Party. Derek, you noticed something about Private Party's theme tonight?
Very different, very new. I will say I like it a lot. And it is very, well, I won't say very.
You did like 5 times, though. Just saying.
It is very.
Liar.
Right. It's really good. Like I like the new thing that they have. It's very like not, I don't know, I don't want to say like similar, but it does have like its points where it sounds like it was made by Lil Jon.
Yeah, I felt that too.
Yeah,
Lil
Jon.
So
I can take that. I like it. I like it a lot.
We get highlights of them beating the Bucks in the tag team tournament. Stokely Hathaway's been looking out for a tag team, bro. He was watching this match backstage.
Yes.
Quite interesting. They get the win with Gin and Juice. Isaiah calls for the mic. You want to say what he said before I get into the rest of this? You can just say the line and then we'll just end it. Get ready to clip it, folks. What did Isaiah say, Derek? Don't make me say this, bro.
I don't have a problem. Are we past the time?
Yeah, go ahead.
Suck my ass.
Yo, the best part was me and Derek were like, yo, I am 99% sure that's what he said. And after he said it, we're like, Rob was like, no, he said something else. Then we found the uncut version of it. We were like, no, he said that. He said exactly what we thought. He said, play it. You have the clip. Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, man.
Should I play it? I
Yeah.
do have the clip. Hopefully he didn't change it to something else on here. Where did Rob put it? Here it is. Prepare yourselves.
Suck my ass!
I apologize to anyone listening to this, but yeah, that's what Isaiah Cassidy decided. This is the right moment to yell this right now.
Oh, man.
Yeah, so hilarity though. Hilarity ensues.
When the I don't know what it was where I must have like looked away long enough and then it crossed over into the like just like, bro, what were you thinking when you said that? Or like when you planned on saying it? Like,
You know what though? It was a different curse word. Other people have used. We heard the F-bomb drop tonight by Danielson.
okay.
So he was probably like, well, people will remember. We're talking about it. We remembered it. Partially, you know what I mean? Isaiah's been a zesty fester. You leave him alone, sir. You leave him alone.
Oh,
So
man.
they call out the Young Bucks. Basically, it sounds like they're saying they want a tag title shot. This is what I've been talking about. Me and Hubs just talked about this. Me and Derek kind of agree. Yo, I love, like, listen, when you're talking about top tag teams, you're not going to get me to deny the Bucks are up there, FTR, and the Acclaimed. But you can't give the belts to any of the three of them right now.
No.
You need to have them off focusing on like, okay, well, I'm going to feud with you over here. We're going to feud over here. We're going to feud over here. You got 3 shows. Have some feuds going on. Like I said, Outrunners are a team on the rise. Private Party are a team on the rise. That's who I think people want. I think people want the story of, okay, who do we put over? Maybe you say you guys are going to go over to Ring of Honor for a little bit. Just things to think about. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
None of these guys right now need championships. Have them. Maximum Male Models is feuding with the Acclaimed.
Right.
By the way, Billy Gunn, Diesel.
I'm nowhere close, but you know, you get the idea.
Yeah. Matt Lopez says we need the Outrunners versus the Young Bucks. You gotta chill, homie. You gotta chill. But I'm with it. Double big boot, double leg drop, bro, for the win. That's what ends up getting made. Out comes Daniels. He makes a trios match for Rampage after we get the Young Bucks and Jack Perry interfering, and Shibata comes to make the save for Private Party. So Daniels makes the match. Yippee skippy. Here comes MVP. MVP got that old school Conrad Cushman haircut back in the day. Yo, shout out to my guy L, R.I.P.
Right.
He's got his joint straightened out. I love it. MVP's backstage with Prince Nana was talking. Nana was talking about lacing up the boots and putting the beat down on someone. And MVP says, sounds like you have a complaint. We don't deal with complaints, but he does. And Shelton Benjamin popped up. Ain't no stopping me now. Shelton Benjamin has arrived in AEW. Can't wait for him and Max Caster to have an interaction.
Yeah. that I'm going to be glued to the TV. I'm not paying on a phone. I'm not texting. I'm not looking at anything. I will sweep and mop just to see that happen.
Yeah.
I need that. Because there was a lot of junk that was talked about that kind of PO'd me off, you know.
There you go. I like it. I like the censoring.
I'm trying. You know, gotta make progress.
Progress is great. So you were disappointed in how they treated the Hurt Business? Yeah. There was something there, I think.
I feel like it was.
ROH legend Shelton Benjamin should be his best run or one of them. I don't know if it'll be his best run as far as like the in-ring stuff, but I do think Shelton has a lot to offer and teach people like, yo, listen, do this instead.
Right.
Shelton versus Best Wrestler Alive, I think we'll end up getting it one day.
Oh, yeah.
I think they'll do it just to be funny. Ha 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 ha. We get Mr. Brody Lee highlights shown. And guys, I promise you, we're at the main event now. AEW World Title versus Continental Title. Continental Title is only at stake for the first 20 minutes. Yo, I saw people on Twitter talking about this, and I was like, yo, shut up. Like, they were complaining about, I don't understand the rules. This doesn't make sense. Both belts are on the line, and Okada's title's only on the line for 20 minutes. Sit down.
What's so hard to understand about that?
What match between Danielson and Okada has only went 20 minutes? None of them. So shut up. Like, I don't know why people were playing into this. Honestly, if it were up to me, we would get rid of that Continental Championship. I feel like they just did it to have the Triple Crown for Kingston.
Yeah.
Yo, get rid of this title. Make the C2 for the world title shot. I'll be a happy person. Like, you don't need all these championships, bro.
No.
Get rid of them.
You
want to be a champion, go over to Ring of Honor.
Right.
Take it easy.
Right. You know,
it's just people whining and whining.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Like, you're just whining about a situation that has nothing to do with you. So just let it be what it is.
He's saying Continental's got the old WCW TV title rules. So it has 20-minute time limit, no outside interference, like no one can accompany you to the ring. That's why it's a great belt for Okada, because he can just put on bangers and still kind of be a heel at the same time. Right. This is planned deliberately. This is why when people are like, Okada's just a joke champion. No,
is he though?
No, he beats people actually without cheating all the time.
Right.
And if he does cheat, it's on his own merit, not because like, oh, Jack Perry helped him win. Like, you don't need to do all that. I just don't think the Continental Championship is needed. I love the concept of the C2, and it's not that I even hate the belt. I just think that we don't need that championship. You can figure out a different way to do it. We get the call for 19 minutes. Okada was in the label lock. Danielson transitioned into the move that beat him at Forbidden Door. I was there. And Okada eventually got his foot on the ropes. He gets hit with the running knee and rolled out to the floor. That part of the Continental Championship match had ended because he was on the outside. So they said, keep it moving. Right. Rainmaker played a huge part. Danielson's working on the arm. Okada hits the Rainmaker at one point but couldn't make the cover. Pac and Claudio show up. What are they doing here? They are out in these streets. They were outside, and then nothing ends up happening here. Okada goes to work and puts on some great moves here. He misses the last Rainmaker he went for. Rainmaker gets missed. Backslide, 1, 2, 3. Yo, if this wasn't a Ring of Honor match, y'all didn't watch Ring of Honor back in the day. Flip, 450, this, that, body slam. 1, 2, 3, done. And people are like, I hate this, but I understand it. Get beat with any wrestling move at any given time. That's what it's trying to teach you.
Basically. I mean,
Bryan Danielson beat Okada with a backslide, bro. Just never know when it was going to end. Never knew when it was going to end. I know some people probably going to be like, I didn't like the finish of that. Fair point. I'm just letting you know.
It is a fair point, but it is something that might happen, and you might just have to get over it, so to speak. I mean, I'm trying to be polite here, but I can only do so much.
Hey, we appreciate you trying, Derek. After the match, though, there was a beatdown. Mox and his crew attack. Yuta comes out with a hammer, because why wouldn't Captain Planet come out with a hammer? Bugging. On the 5-year anniversary show, a challenge is laid out for Title Tuesday next week. Danielson and Yuta versus Claudio and Pac. Should be a banger.
Should be.
Yuta may get destroyed in this match, or I thought he was going to turn, but they didn't do it here.
All right. I don't know why, but.
Why Yuta would turn? Or why Yuta? Wait, what are you trying to say here?
Actually, you know what? No, I'm good with it. I think if you're going to turn him, you have to build the trust from Danielson. I think you have to build up his trust with Yuta just for you. If Yuta is going to turn, I think that is the best way to do it, because now he only feels comfortable and safe with Yuta because Yuta had his back.
Yo, Matt Lopez said exactly what me, you, and Rob were thinking. Yuta's either getting turned on by Bryan or getting damn near killed by Mox next week.
I think he turns, but
he don't want another Moxley beating like he got on what was it, Rampage?
Yeah, we don't need another. We don't need another death.
Not at all.
Not another Darby Allin. We don't need any of that. Please spare.
Yes.
Spare.
I know we're getting into the late end, guys. I'm not going to keep this going, but AEW, they got their deals for TBS, TNT, and now streaming on Max. This was a new ad that somebody had found. I want to hear your thoughts down below. Get deep into it, man. Are you upset about the pay-per-views possibly having another charge, or not possibly? They're going to have another charge on them. What's a good price for them? Let me know. I know me and Sean went back and forth about that earlier in the pod, but I would love to hear what you guys think of that. Also, are you feeling AEW? Are you excited for Wrestle Dream that's coming up? It's going to be on Triller TV. Saturday, October 12th. Make sure you guys get on there and order that show. I think that despite not the best build, I'm going to give Jesse his truth here. Like, this isn't the greatest build for this show, but I still think you're going to wind up with a really great card, and they're going to have some really great matches on here.
You know what? Looking at it now, if we had just those, I think that would most likely be a 4-star situation.
Yeah. There's some hope out there. So, like I said, sound off in the comments below, man. I appreciate each and every one of you came in here. If you stopped in for a second, man, appreciate you guys. Thank you so much for that. Like I said, drop your thoughts down below. Tell me what you think. For me, this guy next to me, the one and only Derek, we are out for this episode of AEW Dynamite Review. We will catch you all next Tuesday for Title Tuesday. And we'll probably be on at, I'm guessing it'll be over at 11. So we'll probably do maybe we'll do like a short stream that night and then get you in, get you out, and keep it moving.
Yeah.
All right. So we'll catch you guys on the next one. One.